This is a follow-up video to the one I made about Pink being a transgender, of course, born a male. Just take a look at those abs, clear as day. These are not the abs of a female. Let me take a look at the belly button. I'm going to get into the photos of him supposedly being pregnant. This photo just a little bit overweight. This is not him being pregnant. And I'm going to show this photo right now without a shadow of a doubt. 100% busted. Basically nothing more than Photoshop. Of course, he has the fake boobs, but take a look at this belly button. Okay? Supposedly pregnant. And I do understand women, supposedly when they, later stages of pregnancy, their belly buttons at times get pushed out. But you're going to see when I get a close-up, this is fake. This is nothing more than fakery taking place. Look at that belly button. This is plastic. This is some type of prosthetic. They used fake stomach. Get a little bit more of a close-up. I mean, how clear can it be? Just look at that. That is not a real belly button. They put a little fake mold to make it look real. But you have to be blind not to see. This is not a real belly button. Here's a pregnant female. Later stages. You see that belly button. And you go from this, that belly button, to this. No. Absolutely not. 100% fake. And here's the dude known as Pink. That's 100%, man. That's a dude, 100%. And just for reference, I'm going to play my previous video. But again, 100% busted without a shadow of a doubt. This is nothing more than a prosthetic passed off as real. Again, I said it a million times. You cannot fake real. And with good discernment and pay attention to details, you can see nothing more than mind games. And another transgender bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna get to do. Another one bites the dust. Shoot up.
What needs to be understood, there is a reason these type of people are propped up by those behind the scenes. A lot of people make videos covering the transgenders, and again, Hollywood, the music industry, and professional sports, of why those that own and control all of these entertainment industries are pushing these transgender. That needs to be known, and a lot of people, again, they don't go into detail about why they do what they do. But first off, let's take a look here at Pink, side by side, with this Freemason during an initiation. You see the similarities, of course. You see the blindfold. You see the left breast being exposed. And of course, you see here the checkerboard on the leggings of Pink. Okay, let's take a look here as well when it comes to the goat god called Baphomet. It's very significant when it comes to, again, why certain people are propped up with these transgenders. Let's take a look here at this one image as I shown before. This is Baphomet once again, the transgender goat god of the Masons. As you can tell, the arms of a male, the breast of a female, and of course the goat's head. I'm going to get into more details about this after I show basically what it states here in the Bible. It states here in Matthew 25:33, and he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. This is Jesus separating the sheep from the goats. And as you can see here, the sheep go up towards heaven and the goats pointing towards hell. This is what it's all about. This is why, every little concept they do, these Masons know the Bible inside and out. Okay, it's not just pulled out of thin air. As you see here with this Masonic artwork, honorary member of every lodge in the world, leave it to me, and they show a goat. Okay, so make no mistake about it. When it comes to Freemasonry and the connection with Satanism, there is no doubt whatsoever. There's a lot of people in denial. Of course, lower level Masons are deceived, and they're going to reject this. You see here these Masons intermingling with all these goats at this feast table. You see here the goats leading the way. And again, a reference to the biblical verse here in Matthew where the sheep and the goats are separated, and the goats taking the left-hand path, basically. Same exact concept with Anton LaVey with the left-hand path as well. The founder of the Satanic Church. And let's take a look here at Pink during this performance, again with the Masonic legging, with the black and white duality checkerboard. Now I just flip this photo over. You can completely tell this is a man. This is the body of a man. They worked very hard into making him look like a female. But again, with those that have good discernment, which unfortunately is few, millions upon millions of people, if you try to explain to them that Pink is a man, they're going to reject it, of course. These people have been completely blinded by the Masons that own and control this world. They're not going to see it. Now again, the full name of Pink, real name, Alicia Beth Moore Bink 69, all about Masonry. As you can see here in this Masonic Lodge, again with the checkerboard and the 69, how everything is synchronized. As you can see here as well, the G, which represents a 33 as well. A through Z in the alphabet is 1 through 26. When you flip over the alphabet, you get to G again, it becomes a 33. But most importantly, with this video concept, with Pink, every little detail when it comes to Masonry, with her full name once again, and the whole concept of basically her representing the Masonic God Baphomet. This is what it's about. They want the masses to worship basically an idol that represents the Masonic God, which is Baphomet. So this is their way of doing it. This is why they push these transgenders, not only, of course, in the music industry, Hollywood, and professional sports as well. Let's move along here. And for those that have any doubt that Pink is a transgender, take a look at these photos. Break them all down. Just take a look at that V-shaped ab, the arms, the whole body structure, the lack of the female hips, the position of the belly button. This is once again representation of Baphomet, their goat god. That's why certain people are pushed. Now look at this female, this very fit female, and there's absolutely no V. Females, real females, they don't get this. This is of a man, 100%. Let's move along here. More images of this man passed off as a female. It's clear as day once again. Again, it's all about the goat god Baphomet. More of the same. Clear shot of that V. I mean, the belly button itself, the V, pretty much seals the deal. They do the best job they can to pass off these males as females. But again, it's all about the detail. That's where the devil is, in the details. Now, this is the male anatomy. I'm going to show some men with exact same concept of the V on the side of the hips, or the abs, I should say. Okay, these are men, just like you see here with this man with Pink. Okay, completely obvious for those that are not programmed and can see the obvious. Another fit female, you will not see that V formation whatsoever. There you go again. Okay, 100%. This is a dude. Just take a look at the shoulders, the size of those arms, the whole entire body structure. Okay, they do the best they can to pass off fake as real, as in pushing this man as a woman with all the money they have at their disposal. But again, if you have good discernment, you can clearly see without a shadow of a doubt that this is a man. No doubt whatsoever. And of course, they're going to have these photos with the supposed boyfriend. They're trying to make it look legit. This is a male and female, supposedly, when it's two dudes. And of course, right in front of your face, you see the fox. When it comes to Pythagorean numerology, fox is 666, as I've shown before. With the Pythagorean chart, scroll down here and take a look here. Again, fox, you get your 666. So, all these concepts hidden in plain sight. And the masses see the name fox, but the so-called enlightened ones see the 666 right in plain sight. Let's scroll down here, some more images here with Pink, with Ellen DeGeneres. Again, pushing the whole transgender idea with Ellen DeGeneres. Supposedly Pink being pregnant. And I understand there's photos online of her supposedly being pregnant, wearing, a good amount of clothing covering her supposedly pregnant stomach, or his pregnant stomach, I should say. But it's all trickery. This is part of pushing this thing off, this man off as a woman. This is why they do what they do. And of course, again, you see the V on the side, slipped out of the side of these pants here. Pretty obvious. The size of the hand as well. Again, this fit female just for reference once again. Now, one last look here at pink. Clear as day. If you have to be completely blinded or in complete denial not to see that this is a dude 100%. Again, this is the way the so-called elite get you to worship these false idols that represent the Masonic goat god Baphomet, all in plain sight.